We still got to stick with weather here because thousands across the DMV are waking up with the aftermath of Monday's severe storms.
Yeah, there were some strong winds. There was heavy rain, and it brought down trees all across the area. They brought down power lines, and that was in Virginia and in Maryland, and it left a lot of damage, road closures, and power outages across the region. Fox 5's Maureen Ume is live in Burke with the latest. Good morning, Maureen.
Good morning. So, yeah, we've had a chance to drive around Burke a bit more, and we found what might be the epicenter of what their damage is. Let me just step aside here. You can see crews working feverishly to try to restore power to this area. There are a lot of Dominion Energy trucks down there. They're also staged to an area just here off to my left here. But there are huge trees down there. They're trying to put a pole back up. You can see debris littered on the roadway here. It is darkened in much of this area here because, again, the trees came down. They snapped power lines. They damaged homes. I mean, Joseph, if you could even pan right here, I just noticed this tree here tilted very significantly. You can see that. This is what we're seeing throughout this area. Neighborhoods just dotted with trees like this and then shrubs everywhere. So the extension of the damage is quite severe. Road closures, as Caesar said, you're going to see that quite a bit because roads have been closed off. They're concerned about the down power lines that might cause some problems. Let's take you to video that we shot yesterday to give you an idea of what we were seeing in the daylight hours when all this was happening. The storms moved through the region Monday evening, leaving damage in several communities, including parts of Fairfax County, Prince George's County, other areas of the DMV, even Stafford County. Along the Guinea Road here, as I said, in Burke, strong winds brought down trees, sent large branches crashing onto homes. Some roofs and chimneys were damaged, windows were shattered, insulation and other debris were scattered throughout the neighborhood. In other cases, windows shattered when trees fell directly onto houses. Residents describe a terrifying few minutes as the storm moved through. Take a listen.
Hail, and we couldn't see outside the window. And in my case, you know, the whole house started shaking, and you know, me and the kids and my wife, we went downstairs, and chimneys coming off.
Roof is gone. Ceiling in the bedroom is 2/3 of the way gone. It's collapsed in. The back half of the house seems fine for right now, but if we get more weather, more rain, we don't know.
All right, back here live, Dominion Energy crews working. You can see them trying to put that big pole back up to try to restore power to this area. It's going to be a long day here for them because there are quite a bit of outages here. And keep in mind, this is just Fairfax County. We've got damage reported in areas in Prince George's County, Stafford County, and really just dots of the DMV. The road closures everywhere, so be careful as you're heading out for your morning commute today. You may have to detour because there are road closures and because of power lines that have been down. People are being reminded by energy outlets, Pepco, Dominion, etc., to be careful. If you see a down power line, leave it alone. You don't know if it's live or not, so that could be potentially deadly. Leave that alone and make sure you call officials and report that sort of thing. But a lot of them that have been identified, you will see cones up, you will see yellow tape up and red tape up to try to make sure that people are aware of the danger that might be lurking. Again, it's going to be a long day. As the sun comes up and people can really now see the extent of the damage to their homes, you could bet that there's going to be a lot going on in terms of the cleanup efforts and insurance being called in and crews trying to repair things and put things back in order. We'll be following all of it, bringing you those details as we get them. If we hear of any issues or if you have something to report, let us know, fox5dc.com, or you can call our news desk, 202-895-3000. That is the very latest from here. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you.